boy. I thought this was gonna... Alright. Is my shirt really that wrinkly? Fuck it. I'm tired. I don't give a shit if my shirt is wrinkled or not. Whew, what a fucking day. I'm glad the temperature's going down tomorrow. And I had to drive around a pickup truck, and the AC was absolute shit. I'm gonna bitch to somebody about it tomorrow. BGF is here, says the real kill stream. Thank you, BGF. I wonder what Ralph has been up to lately. I haven't been hearing a whole lot. I was even debating, do I even want to go live? And I was like, you're just kind of sitting here, twiddling your thumbs. It's like, play King's Quest. That's the whole point of it, is to relax. Really, really relax. Speaking of, I should probably pull that up. I know there's a lot of other shows going on, so that's why I'm expecting a quiet evening. Not everybody wants to watch me play King's Quest, and I totally get it. But I want to play it. Yeah, 116 today. I think it'll be down to 109 tomorrow, so... Alright, I don't know where my buttons are at. There we go. You're not wrong, but I was just pissed about that pickup not having an AC. I had to do a lot of riding around. Before I was having to... It was already getting hot in the battery warehouse. And it's like, I can't believe it's this fucking hot over here right now. And then I had to... load up a bunch of swap coolers and take them to different locations. Different warehouses. So... let's take a look at that puzzle again real quick. Oh, I wasn't supposed to go... Oh, okay.
As he walks through the doorway, Alexander gets a very bad feeling about this room.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
All right.
Don't just wonder, Alexander.
Refresh my memory on that part. I was thinking about going back because there's something you cannot seem to advance, and I just gotta get my memory. Refresh my memory before we try to...
It's a trap.
This room.
The doors have sealed Alexander inside.
So the skull didn't work.
And the ceiling is coming down.
So the skull didn't work. We tried that last time.
Desperate to stop the crushing ceiling, Alexander throws a skull into the grinding gears. The skull is caught between two cogs. The gears shriek and shudder.
How you doing, Spaniard?
The skull begins to bulge.
Uh-oh.
With a sudden lurch, the ceiling completes its descent.
Yikes!
And presses Alexander into the floor like a bug under a heel. That skull wasn't strong enough to endure the pressure, and neither is Alexander's.
Oh yeah, so the skull didn't work.
Tickets.
This is why I want to
Next.
Alexander never
leave.
was.
I might have to go back a previous save. I might have to go back a previous save. How's everybody's day?
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but
What's
finds
up?
nothing except the dust of the grave.
I was hoping to try some of those new jars of lemonade I picked up, but they got too
Alexander
warm.
examines
They gotta be in the fridge. Even my other Gatorade.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
Yeah, we probably don't need to be.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
No, that's gonna be that room.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones,
Excuse me.
but finds nothing except the dust of the grave. Somewhere, far off into the catacombs, the sounds of hooves faintly echo. Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
Jeez, I guess the heat really does make my hair grow faster. It's like I shaved this morning and already my neck is covered in whiskers that
Alexander
are
examines
normally...
the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
Normally this is what it feels like in the morning.
The walls of the catacombs
Oh. Says it's down to 114 now.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave. As he walks through the doorway,
Okay. Had a brain fart on that one. I think I'm going to go back a save.
Tickets up. Next.
don't just wonder, Alexander. Let your conscience...
Shit, I'm going to have to go back one more now.
Alexander finds himself, finally, at the top of the cliffs. Exhausted,
Let's
he
examine
steps
that
over
hole.
the lip of the plateau and stands.
Why do you make such an effort to climb the cliffs, young man? The winged ones who live on this island have the power of flight. You could have it too, if you'd only eat a berry from this magical flying nightshade bush.
Goo.
See? The sweet berries will make you float like a petal on the wind. try some.
But who are you, matron?
Who cares?
Who cares?
I mean, I am only a poor old woman who wishes you well, handsome stranger. Think of me as your grandmama, if you like. Come, stranger, trust me. Think of what I'm offering you.
The old woman has a pleasant grandmotherly face, but something about her makes Alexander uneasy.
How can this plant give the power of flight?
Listen, son, I'll be happy to answer any questions you like, but only if you at least taste these delicious berries. Young man, you offend me. I try to help you and you insist on being rude.
How can this plant...
Listen, son.
Grabbing at the old lady wouldn't solve anything.
Oh boy.
All right then, stay tied to the ground like a load of lead. See if I care. You human.
Human?
How odd. The old woman just disappeared in a cloud of smoke. Perhaps those berries are even more powerful than she led Alexander to believe.
The narrator's still not putting it all together. Oh shit, I forgot. I need to take out that, I'll do that after I'm done streaming.
Black berries grow only at the top of the bush, as though straining towards the sun. There's a natural opening in the rock near the nightshade bush. Alexander crawls through the small opening in the rock.
Oh boy.
Alexander finds himself in a dark cave.
Oh, we got our... Oh, we gotta go trade for it. We did that last time,
Since
but
it's so
that was
dark,
before the save.
there's no going that direction. Alexander crawls back
There
through the
we go.
passage to the top of the cliffs.
All right, let's leave. Or actually, let's do this because they're going to let me go anyway. Or no, I don't want to do that yet because they'll be waiting for me.
Oops!
You're shitting me.
Alexander has plenty of time to rethink his logic as he falls past the riddles of the logic cliffs.
I tried to step on the step.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
Ugh.
That wasn't a very logical step.
Well, I was trying to make a logical step, but asshole.
Alexander finds himself, finally, at the top of the cliffs. Exhausted, he steps over the lip of the plateau and stands.
Why do you make such an effort to climb the cliffs, young man? You could...
No.
See?
Yeah, it was so fucking hot today, it was hard to even go outside to
Alexander,
smoke.
an old
I just had to make it quick.
But who...
Who cares?
How can this...
Listen. Come.
How can this...
Listen.
There's a natural opening in the... In the distance, Alexander can see the peak of a majestic mountain rising into the clouds.
Young man, you offend me! I try to help you and you insist on being rude!
Huge doors are... The heavy doors... How odd. The old woman just disappeared in a cloud of smoke.
Excuse me.
Perhaps those berries are even more powerful than she led Alexander to believe.
Yeah, we're deleting these saves.
Alexander sees nothing of interest there. Alexander, there's no reason to touch that.
But there's a reason to go down.
There,
Fucking shit. How far do we have to go back? Let's try this. Okay, we're just going to have to do it this way. Because I'm not solving this puzzle again, that's for sure. Yes, game, do it for me.
Whoa, wait a minute.
It's arduous, but this is the best way because I don't want to solve those puzzles again. We got to get the tinder box and we'll take a look at what else we need to do. Where did we get that shield at? It was probably in the catacombs, right? Yeah, I think so. Ah, fuck! All right, let's do it again.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
that wasn't a very logical step.
Oh. Switch over to that one.
Whoa, wait a minute.
I love that the game is doing some of the work for me. What the fuck? Why are we caught in this loop? Why are... Oh, come on. Are you fucking kidding me? We might have to go back another save.
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute.
Cheers.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Thank you. It's possible. Oh, we gotta be careful. We can still fall to our death from this height, which is stupid. Oops. No, 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 no. Not save. And we're gonna delete that other save we just made. Or, no, fuck it. We'll just... Ah, fuck it. Never mind. Alright, let's use the map and let's go get our
Alexander
tinderbox.
pulls out his magic map.
Hey, Nachie, how's it going? Enjoying a peaceful evening.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
I think Hell's Bells is in my Twitch chat. Let me do this. Hell's Bells did something on Twitch, but the notification's not playing. Can I do it this way? No, it's not doing it. Hi, Hell's Bells. Sorry that your notification's not playing. Hope you've been well. Oh, I think I know what I did. I can't. I'm not going to solve that problem right now, though. My posture's doing fine. I got the dual pillows, but I'm just kind of leaning forward. I had to pay attention. Hey, BJF. It was nice to unload a lot of things and not have to be secretive or talk in code. We're gonna try to do it again this upcoming weekend, since 4th of July and all that. We got 3-day weekends, and so still got more shit to talk about. But I try not to make it all about me. So
Good day, Prince Alexander.
yeah, it's lifelong friend, best friend, really. We just don't talk like we used to.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
After
Of
like 10,
course, Prince Alex, please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
it's like after 10
Alexander
years.
looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
It's like after 10 years of marriage, him and his wife are finally thinking about having a kid.
I believe I'll take the tinderbox.
So
Very good,
got to hear
Prince
some of
Alex.
that shit.
Enjoy your tinderbox and bring it back anytime.
Thank you.
Hey, Dr. Chow, how you doing? What? I mean, I've been to you guys all the time, but doing it to someone I've known almost my whole life, it was just kind of nice. When I bring up, it's like, yeah, the older I get, the less friends I have. No, but we go back. We've had a lot of fun over the years. Elementary, middle school, high school, even college, actually. Even college. And yeah, I was even best man at his wedding too. If I ever get married, he's going to be best man for mine. Hi, Dan. Nice podcast. Stupid says, is this King's Quest or Monkey Island? This is King's Quest 6. But no, it's just nice just to be able to say anything I want, and it's not getting clipped. All right, we're doing the tinderbox. Actually, is there any other supplies we need? We found the shield, but we got it up on top of the mountain. So let's just do this. Just save. But let's use our magic map and head back over here. How you doing, Dan? How you been?
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
BJF, glad you have a lifelong best friend like that. Yeah? I hate to say, but it's like, I kind of feel bad. It's like,
Alexander feels a strain.
kind of forget some of that shit, but when you talk, it's like, no time has passed. He's the one that introduced me to my favorite cigar bar. And he's not
The steps cannot be moved any.
and I'm more of a cigar smoker than he is, but then again, I've really been lazy on my cigars. Oh, oh, Jason Gilbert. Oh, Jason Gilbert's being a smartass. How you doing, Jason Gilbert? Dr. Chow, how you doing? I can't remember if I asked you that or not. But yeah, I was talking about that too. I was talking to him about the other thing I was in, the other one I was involved with. He and his wife never did get to meet her.
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute.
Let's try not to fuck this up. I think we'll do fine with... Oh, no, we won't do fine. We got to find a rock or something. Let me restore. There's got to be something, because we got to find something that we could jam those cogs with. A rock. I mean, we find a skull, but... I need some more ice here soon. Alright, seems like the volume is getting a little... Just need the sound effects to be mild to it. Just the dialogue to be fine. Actually, that might be a little too low. Let's crank it back up a little bit. Oh, I thought Dave H was talking to me. Yeah, you guys brought that up the other night. I didn't really get all that was happening. Dan, I heard he spurged out or something. I don't remember who brought it up, but I kind of really wasn't interested in what happened. But I was like, fuck it. I'll read whatever chat has to say. We got Jason Shelley and Jason Gilbert here. Jason Shelley, how you doing? Just recovering from the heat. I'm gonna have some more water and a Powerade before bed. Holy shit. Play. We know we're going into a death trap.
His magic map.
We know we're going into a death trap, and
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
why were you in the hospital? Decline host, how you doing?
Alexander has no need to carry around large rocks.
No, but I need a small rock.
Alexander has no... The denseness of the forest makes it inadvisable. If the tree stump is hiding anything, it's only local fauna. There's no need to disturb some creature's nest.
Gallstones, no shit. Who docks Chow? No, wait, what? He gets humiliated, so he has to dock
Alexander.
somebody. What a piece of shit.
The denseness of the forest. The denseness of the... Alexander has no... As Alexander continues down the path...
Oh, wait, I see something on the ground.
He's being watched.
Come on over here and see what I'm doing with these flowers. Never mind that stone fella on top of the gate. He won't hurt you any. He's
Thank you
just
for
there
pointing
to
that
scare
out.
you.
I bet it sucked. He was harassing a troon, and the troon humiliated him, so he freaked out and wanted to dox Chow. Not sure why. Was that MGD? Because doesn't everybody say that MGD's a troon? Please tell me this is
A
something I
brick
could use.
lies in the grass. It
Yes!
must have come from the old brick wall.
I think this brick.
Come on through, I say. I can show you a path through the forest.
I think this brick is the key.
Alexander picks up the brick.
No, it was Ava. I've heard that name before. Might have been in my chat too. So I don't know who Ava is. But yeah, I was yeah, I don't know if MGD is a
Look,
troon or
there's no
not.
point in hanging out here all day. I can show
And
you the wondrous castle that lies in the middle of the island. Don't be so timid.
someone tried telling me that Doom is a troon. Before I thought, well, I assume everybody's a man until they tell me otherwise. So anybody who chats, I always assume is a man until they tell me they're a woman, and then yeah. All right, this person's gonna pick. Thank you, Dan. Nice finding on the brick. I knew there had to be something because I was trying to. The puzzle you'll see coming up. I was trying to stuff a skull into it,
You aren't
and
gonna listen to me, are you? Well, we'll just see about that.
oh, he's jumping up
That's
and down,
odd.
getting angry.
The gardener just disappeared.
All right, so humiliation, and then what? I'm gonna grab some more ice. All right. Skull stuffing is second date stuff, says Jason Gilbert. BJF says Doom is a beautiful woman. Oh, do we even know? We know what Doom looks like? I didn't know we knew what Doom looks like. Threatening threatening sunset. Jeez Louise. I feel bad about it. Makes me concerned, but this is one of my biggest stalkers we're talking about. Yeah, this is one of my biggest stalkers I'm talking about, and even I have an issue with that. Wow! You realize something here? With all the harm and all the shit I've been having thrown at my way, the way they're being is the way they want me to be. Amazing. Amazing. No, I will not exceed to that level of hatred. Is there anything else I missed? Oh, Dad says there's at least 3 verified. Okay, all right. Who's that, Dan? Do I even know who they are? I'm pretty sure I had an Ava in my chat. Or maybe it was just people talking about it in my chat. So I don't know who this person is. Yeah. All right, so we got the brick. I think we're safe to go back. We got the tinder box, right? Yes. Okay, chat. I think we're safe to go back to the Isle of the Mountain or whatever it's called. Well, I hope he doesn't inflict any harm on himself. And that's coming from me. Jason Gilbert. Yeah, you kind of find out about some of this shit when you're there. But what's the other thing I was thinking of? Yeah, when I was talking to my friend last night, I asked him, it's like, hey, have you ever heard of this one woman? And he's like, yeah, she does. She did roasts. And I said, yeah. And it's like I went out on a. It's like went on a
Alexander
date with her
pulls
sister.
out
Well,
his
I told
magic
him
map.
beforehand, but I'm gonna try to condense the story. And he's like, no shit. I said, yeah, it's
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
hey anonymous, how you doing? But yeah, there's still more I need to talk to him about, but because he knows I've been on this podcast with Kevin Brennan, and that I've been quite on this interesting life that where things happen, there's laughs and there's drama and there's anger. You see some clips, and this same guy I'm talking about, when I was considering going to see Chad Zumach open up for Jim Florentine in Phoenix, I was thinking about bringing him along, but I didn't. It's like, I don't know, who else do I know? Be a couple of fat dudes going to see Chad Zumach. But it was like cheaper on the weekday, but I don't remember what I had going on that weekend. But the timing just didn't work out. But he has watched clips of Chad and I just kind of BSing, and Chad and I going neck to neck and all that. So yeah, he's getting familiar with Kevin Brennan. I think he saw this clip I made of Felicia talking about Stogie Bird over in Pittsburgh that I ordered cigars from. And holy shit, when Felicia mentioned Stogie Bird, my ears perked up. It's like, wait, what the fuck? I didn't realize they do comedy shows there. Mr. Kill used to be by.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh shit! All right, I gotta pay attention. But it's like if he and I were to meet Chad or whatever, it's like Chad posts a picture. It's like I don't know if I trust him. It's like, hey, if we take a picture together, don't just post a picture of you and I, not me and my friend who has nothing to do with this world. I don't know if I trust that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're up here now.
Alexander finds himself, finally, at the top of the cliffs. Exhausted, he steps over the lip of the plateau and stands.
Why do you make such an effort to climb the cliffs, young man?
Mr. Kill Everything,
The
go
wicked
fuck
ones
yourself.
who live on this island have the power of flight.
Anonymous over on Twitch, just subscribed. Thank you,
Could have
Anonymous.
it too, if you'd only eat a berry from this magical flying nightshade bush.
I got to start getting some of my replays posted on Twitch like I do on YouTube. Anonymous is
See?
reminding me I need to
The
get that
sweet
done. Thank you,
berries will make
Anonymous.
you float like a...
All right, skip. Yeah, I get it.
The old woman.
Skip the dialogue.
But
Who cares?
Who
how can this...
cares?
Listen, son.
The huge
Oh.
doors are locked tight. Somebody obviously wants to keep something out or something in.
Young man, you offend me. I try to help you and you insist on being rude.
Go poof like the dude in the garden did. Hurry up, you bitch.
All right then, stay tied to the ground like a load of lead. See if I care. You human.
How odd. The old woman just disappeared in a cloud of smoke.
But
Perhaps those berries are even more powerful than she led Alexander to believe.
by that comedy show, I do think it would have been cool to see. It would have been cool to see Jim Florentine. Is Felicia on MK's hit list? Why? Because she was a fence setter.
There's a natural opening in the rock near the nightshade bush. Alexander crawls through the small opening in the rock. Alexander finds himself in a dark cave. It feels exactly like a tinderbox.
Okay, do I click it on myself?
Alexander takes the candle from his tinderbox and uses the flint in the box to light it.
All right, here we go. Let's explore.
Alexander.
So we got the brick. Gosh.
Alexander.
Yeah, I'm feeling really comfortable moving on. I don't think we need to return to any other islands.
Alexander crawls through the opening in the rock.
I don't know if Dan is still around, but I should play some Monkey Island again. I
The
mean,
lighting in
classic
this
stuff.
part of the cave is better. Alexander extinguishes the candle's flame and places it back in his pack.
Let's see where we're at. You know what? I can keep going.
A natural window-like opening in the rock provides a view to the outside world. A peppermint plant grows on the window's ledge.
We got a peppermint plant. We know that one dude loves his mint.
Alexander takes a few leaves from the plant. As he does so, a strong smell of peppermint is released. Ah,
Jason, knock it off. Smartass.
Alexander already took some peppermint.
Smartass motherfucker.
There's no going that direction.
So there's nothing else in here?
Alexander.
I do have a joke for you,
Alexander
Jason
crawls
Gilbert,
back
but I'm not
into
going to
the
do
first
it.
room of the cave.
I'm not going to do it. Not gonna.
Alexander can't see a thing. Alexander crawls back through the passage to the top of the cliffs.
Type the joke? Nope. Will not. Just kidding. Jason, I've never been on that. I've never been there. Never once been there, Jason. Never once watched a single second of it either. So, whoever that wasn't me. Where's Hell's Bells on Twitch? Hell's Bells did a notification thing, but it didn't play through. I want to know how Hell's Bells on Twitch has been doing.
Look, an intruder! Hold! How did you get up here, human?
I climbed the cliffs.
That is not possible. No one has solved the cliffs of logic in several centuries. And if the cliffs were to be solved, it would certainly not be by a human.
Not by a human.
I didn't mean to trespass. I only wanted to visit this beautiful island.
No visitors have been welcome on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain in years. Not since the Red and White Queens had spies in the guise of friendly visitors steal our island's sacred golden fleece. But we will not display such foolish trust again. You will have to answer to Lord Azure and Lady Ariel. They will determine what will be done with you. I can assure you, it will not be pleasant.
Oh, they're flying me. Let's see.
With what trickery did you master the cliffs of logic and reach the city of the Winged Ones?
I used logic.
Only the magic of clear thought, my lord. I meant no harm.
The cliffs of logic. It is the sacred oracle's prophecy, Azure.
Yes, Ariel. It is lucky for you, human, that climbing the cliffs of logic is part of a prophecy that I cannot ignore. We have just been ordered by Wazir Al-Hazred himself to dispose of any strangers that might land on our fair isle. But the prophecy would have a different fate befall you.
The prophecy predicts that whosoever climbs the cliffs of logic will defeat the Minotaur. The
Yeah, how are we
Minotaur
gonna do
has
that?
violated our sacred catacombs and eats our young in sacrifice.
Oh, that's right, they
Our own daughter,
sacrif-
Lady Celeste, was taken there only this morning as his most recently demanded offering.
You're terrible parents.
A
You
dilemma,
sacrificed your
then.
own daughter, you dumb
Whom
bitch.
shall I obey in regards to your fate? The Oracle or the Crown? But since Al-Hazred did not dictate how I was to dispose of intruders, and since you cannot possibly survive the catacombs, your imprisonment there should serve both purposes quite admirably.
I will not resist you in this, my lord. I shall do my best to save your daughter.
First, I must tell you that the catacombs are a labyrinth of rooms, a place of exceeding danger. You will need many tools and clear wits to survive it.
I am ready.
Very well. My guards will take you there now. You seem courageous enough, but the catacombs will determine how brave you really are.
Mr. Not Killing It in views, I know. Wait. Combined with Twitch and YouTube, I got 20 people. Total. Awesome. And plus I got a subscription on Twitch too, so I made...
Why did you
I don't
tell
know.
Lord Azure you were ready and willing to face the catacombs? No one is ever ready, and only a fool could be willing.
And you are far wiser, I suppose, to leave a maiden to die? To not fight this plague on your own people?
Bravery and suicide are two different things, human. You will have a chance to
Oh,
renounce
I'm
your
definitely
choice
ready.
soon enough when you lay trembling under the Minotaur's hooves.
Dan, I'm
We
ready.
shall see.
It's not letting me
Thanks
go
for the
back.
Escort.
We're ready.
We only escort you to your death. May the fates make it quick so that you do not have to scream long.
I got 20 in total, so I'm doing better than Joey C, I guess. I don't know.
The catacomb's entrance door is locked from the outside by the Winged One's guards. It seems that leaving the catacombs by that door is not an option. Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
All right, so we got to remember that puzzle here coming up. I think I made $2.50 because of Anonymous over on Twitch. Thank you, Anonymous. Well, I'm still building my brand. I'm only newly recently monetized on YouTube. I got my Twitch and Kick. Twitch has been a long time going, and Anonymous. Wait, I think I had a payout recently, and I think that's definitely helped to the ads and Anonymous. There was someone else too. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, there was some other great supporters I've had. Still have that jump in for once in a while. All right. All right, now we just got to remember where we need to go. So we got to do some of this shit again, but I think we're ready for that one. But we got to find that skull.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
Bert says we're doing it. How you doing, Bert? Feels like it's been a minute, or maybe it hasn't.
The stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave. Alexander.
What? Oh, he was hearing the
There's no
the sound.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
80.6. It now says it's 110, so it dropped 6 degrees. But yeah, it's a 116 for me. And holy shit, did I feel it. Alright, we're not doing this puzzle yet.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
Yeah, one of these days, it's not going to be anytime soon, but I'm looking at getting out of the desert.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave. There.
Ah, there's the skull.
Alexander picks up the skull. Alexander doesn't want to disturb that skeleton. He seems to have all his bones intact, and it'd be a shame to break up the set. Alexander doesn't want to disturb. Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient
Jason
bones,
Gilbert,
but finds nothing except the dust
keeps
of
coming
the
in
grave.
hard. Oh boy, I'm going to need more ice here soon. In fact, we might need to actually take a break here soon. Wait, there should be a shield we find first.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones.
And this takes us to the puzzle. Oh no, it doesn't.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave. There's no... Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bone.
So we need the shield. That's that one area.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
Oh, I fell down to a total of 18 viewers on both
Alexander
platforms
hears
combined.
a low growling, so faint as to seem born of his fired imagination rather than of any living creature. This...
Let's go this way. Oh, the rats.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
My viewership is dropping off. Hit the like button over on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, go over to my YouTube and hit the like button.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
And if you're on YouTube, jump over to my Twitch and subscribe.
As he walks
Oh,
through the
fuck
doorway,
me!
Alexander...
Alright, let's,
Tickets.
oh, I know it's only going to kill my views. Yeah, well, fuck it. Let's just keep going. Go for a little
Don't
bit
just
longer.
wonder, Alexander. Let your conscience be your...
Yeah, let your conscience be your guide. Shut up, asshole. Okay, so let's go get that skull. I should have saved after this fucking skull. Nope. Got it.
Alexander...
Now let's go south of here.
As he walks...
Ah, motherfucker! I didn't save. Watch out for rats. I know. Well, oh, please. I got plenty of fucking rats in my life.
Tickets. Oh,
As well as snakes.
next.
Don't just wonder, Alexander. Let your conscience be your guide.
Nate G says, Twitch is the commie shithole. Well, I still make money from there. So I'll take those commies' money. YouTube is also a commie shithole, too. Kick is more based, but Kick is having an issue right now. I gotta have some more Kick streams,
Alexander picks up
Rumble
the skull.
streams, and Odyssey streams, so where I could just shout Newport anytime I want. What are you doing, Roscoe? Okay, I just saved, so we got our skull. Hurry up. Continue. Alright, what's buzzing? Boy. All right, we found the... Yeah, we got a brick. We know how to get past this. Ah,
As he walks
fuck!
through the doorway,
All right, let me get
Alexander
more
gets
ice.
a very bad feeling about this room.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
Don't just wander, Alexander. Let your conscience be your guide.
All right, let's figure out. We got what we need, as far as I'm concerned. Where's my bottle of whiskey? Here we go.
Alexander hears the distant sounds of a wild animal somewhere in the maze of rooms.
Wait, we don't want to go that way. We want to... It was going down. There we go. Let's get through the Newport maze. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do this the best I can from memory. Bam, bam.
Alexander feels the tile he stands.
Uh-oh.
Come on, let me restore. Thank you. All right, let's save here. Because... cheers, by the way.
Alexander feels the
Uh-oh.
Alexander feels the tile.
Uh-oh.
All right, well, that didn't let me go through. I'm still making money on. Guess what?
Tickets. Oh.
The money is gold.
Next.
3 spikes and you're out.
I'm still getting money in the bank from Twitch. I still have yet to receive a YouTube payout. It could be another month for how long we've been doing this.
Alexander feels.
Uh-oh.
Shit, I forgot what I did.
Alexander.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Well, I set up YouTube. Oh, never mind. I probably shouldn't say it.
Alexander feels.
Uh-oh.
Well, we're getting it together here, chat. And I really thank all of you for everything you've ever done for me. I don't feel like I deserve it. I'm just a fucking video game streamer. But the support you guys have given me is astronomical.
Alexander feels the tile.
Uh-oh.
Alexander.
Uh-oh.
Call this cheating. I don't give a shit. Jump over here. And jump over here. Ah,
Uh-oh.
fuck. The fucking sound effects. It's still glorious. BGF says, Shuli Tube hoards all the shekels. Once the money starts coming in, I will start semi-adapting the Brennan.
Alex.
Uh-oh.
The Brennan thing, but right now I'm not ready to take money out of my pocket to pay gas. It could still be another month before I start seeing any of this. I know it's going to be a huge payday. Thank you, all of you. Let your conscience be your guide. Yeah, that's right. Here we go. We got it. Cheers. All right, we're going to be tempted over here. Oh. Here we go. Temptation.
Ah, you were a human only and not the monster himself. I heard you coming and thought you were the beast. Did my father send you here to save me?
Why, yes, he did, but how did you...
Hush, there is no time. I think I have discovered the Minotaur's secret exit from the catacombs. Follow me and we'll both be saved.
Nope. We're not following you, you scary bitch.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
Come on back, you bitch.
There you are.
Sparkling
Why do you not
eye.
follow me? Do you wish for death by the Minotaur? Hurry, we can tarry no longer.
Let's go back out here, and let's go back in here.
So, here you
sparkling
still
eye.
are. You are a coward and a fool. I leave you to your fate.
Oh, she just told me to go fuck myself. She's like, she flipped me the bird. But we already know that's going to be a pit of doom that I'm being guided in, so let's save here. We already got through that dialogue. Newport Maze, let's go up. Ah, there's a shield. Yes, that's the shield.
Alexander takes the shield from the wall. Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
Bo Beardington. Oh, I didn't realize it was Bo Beardington. Beardington that said, "Let your conscience be your guide." We appreciate you, MK. Thank you, Bo Beardington. Cheers to you. I appreciate you too. Thank you. God bless. Rostog's broke his spirit. Holy shit! How long has it been since you've been around? I haven't seen you in forever. She is live. She just mentioned you. Who gives a shit? I'm not saying that. Rostogs, that sounded off wrong. Like I'm
Alexander
talking to you directly,
the
but
stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
but Rostogs, that sounded mean spirited. I didn't mean to make that sound like it was directed at you, but I don't care what she has to say. The clips are made. The streams are there.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones.
We already
but
know
finds
she's a
nothing
liar.
Except the dust of the grave.
We already know that she's a fucking liar, so, which is unfortunate. There's no reason to lie. There was no reason to lie ever.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones.
Yeah, we
but
still
finds
got a ways to
nothing
go
except
on
the
this
dust
game.
of the grave.
But anyways, I apologize, Rostog's broke a spirit. I did not mean to make it sound like I was lashing out at you.
Somewhere, far off into the catacombs, the sounds of hooves faintly echo.
But anyways,
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but
let her
finds
do
nothing except the
whatever
dust
she
of the
does.
grave.
Rostog says, I understood your intentions, no worries. Thank you, Rostog. I appreciate you understanding. I appreciate your understanding.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
Oh, you heard me say that? Whiskey should taste
Alexander
like life.
finds 2 coins on the skeleton's
Oh,
eyes.
2 coins!
He takes the old coins.
Oh, wait, we did find this before. Oh, good. I'm glad I got this back. I know what we have to use this for. We got 2 coins. Bill Bridgerton says apple crown is girly. Yeah, Mazzy drinks apple crown royal.
It's a
Here
trap.
we are.
The doors have sealed Alexander inside. And the ceiling is coming down.
Yeah, Mazzy drinks apple crown royal. I've been meaning to buy it for a long time. In fact, I meant to buy it for some of our dates because I had no problem sharing it with her. But one of our liquor stores that we had at our special place, it wasn't reasonable, so I just bought other shit, and yeah, we had a great time.
In a desperate move.
All right, here we go.
Alexander
Throwing the
throws a
brick at the
brick
cogs.
into the grinding gears. The brick is caught between 2 cogs. The gears shriek and shudder. The mechanism grinds to a halt.
Yes!
The ceiling
Yes!
is stuck. The trap is sprung.
Well, yeah, fucking Mazzy loved drinking
Alexander
Crown Royal
examines
apple.
the stone shelf and the ancient bones,
And she's
but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
a perfect model of a woman. She's a perfect model of a woman. So when I heard that that's what Karmic
Alexander
drinks,
hears the distant sounds of a wild animal somewhere in the maze of rooms.
when I heard that Karmic drinks that, the first person I thought of was Mazzy. It's like, look, she's a beautiful woman, perfect figure of a woman, and she drinks Crown Royal apple, and then, well, what was it?
Alexander hears a low growling, so faint as to seem born of his fired imagination rather than of any living creature.
And Karmic's had the balls to say something about the Valley of Men, and you drink flavored whiskey. You drink flavored whiskey. Amazing. I'm drinking cheap wild turkey right now. That's an old love, but guess what? It doesn't taste that glorious. It tastes like life.
Alexander feels his pockets carefully to make sure he hasn't lost anything.
No, I've been buying a lot of wild turkey because holy shit, the sales have been
Alexander examines
unbelievable.
the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
I mean, there's some ryes I need to buy again. I still like Johnny Black. I mean, there is a saying.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
There's a saying. It's like you got to have a go-to drink that you can find anywhere in the world. I remember my father telling me about my grandfather. Um, um, he said he's been all around. He was in World War II in the Pacific and all that shit. And it's like one thing you could always find anywhere he ever went was Budweiser. Rostog Broker Spirit says, awesome whiskey glass. Oh, I've been drinking out of these whiskey glasses forever. They're all Boston tagged. Cheers.
Somewhere, far off into the catacombs, the sounds of hooves faintly echo.
But yeah, I've been drinking these glasses since, well, even when Mazzy and I did live streams together. These are memorabilia shit when I was in Boston. 1630.
Alexander hears the distant sounds of a wild animal somewhere in the maze of rooms.
All right, so we just saved. Oh, boy. You could play codename Iceman. Nah, I'm not going to switch my name over to Iceman. Okay.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
Dust of the grave. Um.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave. Alexander hears a low growling, so faint as to seem born of his fired imagination rather than of any living creature.
Valley of Panini Men. No, that's what I said the other night on MLC. I don't want to be in the Valley of Men. I'd rather be on a mountaintop by myself. Did I not say that? I know we're not beating this game tonight, but oh shit, we're back over here. Oh shit!
Sounds! A trap floor!
Trap fucking floor. Codename Ice. Wait,
Alexander
what's going on
seems
here?
to have fallen to a lower level of the catacombs.
Oh shit!
Wherever
I didn't
he
die.
is, the place sure is dark. Alexander can't even see his hand in front of his face.
Okay, here we go. Click.
Alexander
we go.
takes the candle from his tinderbox and uses the flint in the box to light it.
Aha! So that's why it's dark in here. A torch is out.
What torch? Oh,
Alexander
okay.
lights the extinguished torch and puts his tinderbox away.
Yeah, how does he not get another job? Ross Dog. You said something about riding on a horse naked in the Valley of the Women. Wait, did I make some weird joke? Dave, I think you're fucking with me. No, what I remember saying is I'd rather stand on a mountaintop alone. I know Doom made a clip of it, and, well, you know.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave. Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the dust of the grave.
All right.
Alexander examines the stone shelf and the ancient bones, but finds nothing except the
Am I gonna
dust of the
change
grave.
smoke?
Somewhere, far off into the catacombs, the sounds of hooves faintly echo.
What is my favorite Van Damme movie? The one with Megadeth soundtrack?
Alexander hears the distant sounds of a wild animal somewhere in the maze of rooms. Alexander
Universal
examines
Soldier.
the stone shelf
Yeah, that
and the
was
ancient bones,
that
but
failed
finds nothing
Megadeth.
except the dust of the grave.
That was that failed Megadeth album because it was one of my first Megadeth albums I was able to get as a kid, and it had the song "Crush 'Em," and I think they used that for hockey games. Crush, crush, crush 'em. No, not Last Action Hero. Last Action Hero is before that. Whoa.
Alexander does not see anything unusual about or under that tapestry, and the tapestry itself is much too heavy to take.
I thought Crush 'Em was a pretty cool song on that album, but there's that other song. What was it called? Doctor's Calling. But it's like a forgotten Megadeth album, and it was one of my first Megadeth albums. And kind of like with Van Halen 3. Well, I had the first Van Halen. Actually, my first Van Halen album was Van Hagar 5150. And I got Van Halen 1 and 2 with David Lee Roth. And oh gosh, I'm trying to put together the fucking timeline. Van Roth and Van Halen and Megadeth and that failed album. Universal Soldier had Ivan Drago. Oh, you know what? I might have to watch that movie again now. Rostog's Broken Spirit. Drago was in that movie? I think there was something in that where he was in a trunk of a car. I had a hard time following it. I was just enjoying Alien and Terminator and all this other shit. Well, oh, wait. Rostog says the dinner scene at Universal Soldier is great. I saw an AI one where they replaced that scene with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And it was like the Terminator. The eggs are good, or the food is good, or something. I barely remember the movie, but I don't know. Maybe we could do this if we get a little bit further into this, because I do want to do a full out. Oopsie doodle.
The walls of the catacombs are rough and cold to the touch.
Yeah, but I want to play the AI
The walls
one
of the
of
catacombs are
Schwarzenegger.
rough and cold to the touch. Alexander does not see anything unusual about or under that tapestry, and the tapestry itself is much too heavy to take.
Commando was always dorky, but it was fun. Rambo was more serious.
Alexander does not see anything unusual about or under that tapestry, and the tapestry itself is much too heavy to take.
See, what time is it? Dave H says, WF, take it back, MKE. Commando was a great. Oh! Dave H, I think. Let off some steam. Okay. Johnny Bukaki over on Twitch says, we drinking. We drinking. All right, you know what? Let's credit save here, and we'll probably do more King's Quest 6 when we get there. All right, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going to get some ice and stretch your legs. In fact, oh shit, I should probably end the stream in about another half an hour. Okay, we're coming back. Don't worry about that. Just everybody stretch your legs and take a piss. All right, I don't know who's still all around right now, but yeah, we're definitely into the stream. A little bit more short notice than what we planned for. Top this off a little bit more. I guess we'll just have a smoke, and we'll return to whatever stream it is we're doing tomorrow. King's Quest, Mass Effect 3. Well, we're done with Resident Evil Village. I think I've taken a look at everything, and yeah, we're definitely good with that. And wait, I thought I had a cigarette laying around here, but I guess I'll pull one from the back. So I guess oh wait, Johnny Bukaki says we drinking tonight. I'm at the tail end of it. Oh, but I'm gonna have some soup. Look, well, I'll just push down some more laundry. I was like, fuck it, let's do this extra laundry. Let's get it done. And pour it in the pile and hang it up and put it in the closets because I got a lot of that to do. I should have done more of that over the weekend. Anyways, cheers. Wait, what? Oh, I read that. So yeah, I don't know. What are we gonna do tomorrow? I got some of my new lemonades. The prickly pear. Oh, I also got a watermelon one, and it's like I totally got a Newport this shit. I definitely got a Newport this shit, and we'll save it for tomorrow's stream. I don't know, will it be a Mass Effect stream or a bullshit stream? But we still need to start the other stream, which is Beyond the Steel Sky. But anyways, chat. What else do we chat about? I'm exhausted from the heat. I've been drinking my water, drinking my Gatorade, and yeah, I'm still having whiskey. But I already got a jug of water next to the bed as well as a Powerade. Yeah, the heat wore me out. I thought I'd do my best. In fact, I shouldn't even done the stream tonight. I shouldn't have even done the stream tonight. I don't know. It's like giving it a peer pressure. It's like, okay, I'm doing this shit. And then after, what was it? The past couple of nights when I stubbed my pinky toenail and that toenail fell off. Well, I'm looking at that fucking toenail sitting on my desk. I gotta throw it in the trash. Disgusting. Well, chat, cheers. What else do we talk about? With Ross Dogs or Dave H. or Johnny Bukaki over on Twitch. Dr. Shell says, let's talk fireworks. Well, I have that Friday off. Maybe I'll record videos or whatever. You know what? I should probably bring Roscoe to the fireworks. He doesn't understand fireworks. And the past couple of times I went to go see fireworks, I put on doggy videos on the television to try to put him at ease. Any good fireworks stories growing up? I do, but I'm not going to do that right now. I mean, there's literally a video I could show right now where I could have set myself on fire, but I didn't. Thank God. All right, let's get rid of this. I was
Taking off your adventurer's cap so...
Yes, I've had it. We'll put it on the other background. So anyways, we're a little over half past 9. So I guess I could have some dinner. Dr. Chow, my eyes are getting a little bit fuzzy, so maybe I should just call the stream. I'm still trying to get, well, a couple of things washed out, but you know what? Dr. Chow, how do I read this? I gotta zoom in. We still have a few days for fireworks. Let's get to the fireworks when we get there. Dave H., Rostog's Broken Spirit. Fuck it, let's call it the night. I forgot I have a short work week. We'll see you again here soon, chat. Thank you all for joining me.